Hey dudes and dudettes, let's get straight into it and listen to some r/am I the whole
AITA for wanting my husband to hold my hand during birth. I originally posted this in AITA and it was removed. I can't see any of the comments now. I, 35F, am 7 months pregnant. I am married to an family medicine doctor, 35M, and we've been together 10 years. Throw away Reddit because my SIL follows me on Reddit and reports everything to my husband. I'm reaching out to all of you to ask your advice on a fight my husband and I are having on our birth plan. My husband really wants to deliver the baby, which I can kind of understand. It's not uncommon for doctors to deliver their own kid. There is still an OBGYN there monitoring everything, and the doctor father steps in at the last minute as mom is crowning to just catch the baby. My husband has, I guess, always dreamed of being the one to pull the baby out, while I pictured it very differently. I thought he would be up by my head, holding my hand and helping me through it. He says he will do that, but the easiest part is the very end where I won't need him anyway. He said if I really want someone there, his mom can step in. I've been on my own since I was a kid living in my car, so I don't have anyone I'd want in there with me except him. I don't really even want his mom in there. She's great, but he's my person. I know it would be cool for him to deliver our baby, but I really feel like I need him there. I personally didn't want our doctors to know he was a doctor, because as soon as any of my doctors, or even our vet, finds out he's a doctor they talk exclusively to him. I don't even want him to go the prenatal appointments anymore, because no one talks to me. They all talk to him, and I can't ask my questions to anyone but my husband at home. But he's already told everyone he'll be delivering his first baby. I guess I don't want this, because I wanted him to be there as a husband and a father, and not a doctor. I see him as a doctor 95% of the time, and I wanted to experience this with my husband and not my husband the doctor. I wanted him to be there for me, as this is my first birth and I'm terrified. He just keeps telling me I'll be fine. He pulled in friends/family, who also don't understand my POV. They said this is his first child too, and to just let him have this since I had the honor of being pregnant. I just really wanted him to hold my hand all the way through it, and be able to share this experience as parents and people instead of a medical professional. I was hoping we could see the baby at the same time and just be equals in this. Am I being selfish for wanting this to be my way?
Don't let him deliver that baby, sis. It sounds like nobody is letting you make decisions about your own body. My advice, change the hospital and get a female doctor if you can, bonus points if they're a parent as well. Do what's best for you. If he isn't going to support you, find someone who will make the best decisions for you and your baby. Everyone else can have an opinion when it's their turn to eject a human out of their cookie. Side note, your husband gives me the chills. If he's dealing with the love of his life and mother of his child this way, what has he been doing to his patients?
Aita, I said yes to a proposal, then later rescinded. I, 25F, have been/was dating Josh, 28M, for a little over 2 years. I have always told him that a public proposal sounds like one of the worst things to me because I like to be private and get anxious about drawing attention to myself in large groups. He's very extroverted and it seemed like something he would do, but I thought it would be a non-issue since I told him I didn't want that. A few days ago, we went to a restaurant for our anniversary and he ended up proposing. It wasn't that public, but there were a decent amount of people there and I felt pressured/didn't want to cause a scene, so I said yes. I didn't mean the yes. Even if he had proposed privately, I would have said no, because it's way too soon. Later, when we went home, I gave him back the ring and told him that I'm sorry but I hadn't meant the yes, I only said it cause of pressure etc. Plus he knows I would never have liked the way he did it. He says that I should have said no if I felt that way, and getting him excited then rescinding is toxic. We haven't really talked in the past couple of days, and I'm not sure if I'm at fault here. Edits, the restaurant wasn't that public, but there were still around 20 people there. 2 years is too soon, because we broke up during that period and we're half dating, so technically it's only been slightly over a year of us being fully together. We never talked about marriage in a sit-down discuss our relationship kind of way. Proposals just sometimes come up in the conversation if we saw a cute proposal video or when someone else described how they proposed.
Breathe, babes, you're fine. I think you handled it gracefully. Just ask him, would you rather be embarrassed and have that shame forever? Or have a civil conversation in private? Also, you explicitly told him you don't like or want that, and he did it anyway. Super immature and disrespectful. The flag is basically dripping blood.
Aita, my friend is having an affair, we plan to tell her husband. I've known Anna, F38, since we were in high school, we are part of a group of 5. Now we hang out as families for Christmas, birthdays, Easter, etc. It has been like this for over 10 years. My partner Greg, M39, is good friends with Anna's husband Darren, M39. Anna recently told me she is having an affair with one of their family friends, who is also Darren's sister's ex-partner. At the time, I remained non-judgmental and supportive. Once the information set in and I realized how disloyal and gross the whole situation is, my sense of justice and moral compass came into play. Darren is a good man. Anna says he is a wonderful father and husband, but she just doesn't feel the connection with him anymore despite faking it the last 6 months to keep her secret under wraps. I knew keeping this from Greg may backfire on me, if he found out I also hid the secret, so I told him. He is shattered for his mate, and it is eating at him. I've told Anna that Greg knows. She's pissed at me for the betrayal, expecting me to take it to my grave. She knows they're catching up soon and Greg plans to tell him. Anna has not asked for a separation because they have an overseas trip coming up in October. She has told me financially that she can't leave. Keeping in mind, she regularly gets expensive treatments like Botox and taking roids to have her look her best. We want to tell Darren about her affair in 2 weeks. Will we be the assholes?
Humans are wild. Cheaters are stoic, and she's not good financially. Why would you compromise yourself and your family that you rely on to sustain an obviously enviable lifestyle? She told you because she assumed you were the same type of person and you would be okay with her behavior, maybe even validate it. You're not the a-hole. You are looking out for an innocent man who is being hurt. Also, please update. I want front row seats, respectfully. And I'm done. Humanity is so stressful. See you in the next one.